Welcome, everyone. What a great way to swing into spring, golf pun intended. But what a great day to celebrate successes. I was told to be brief, Mike and the mayor, but they gave me a microphone, so that was their mistake. John Ryder mentioned that they run the Kentucky Derby in 2 minutes. I said yes, but it takes 2 weeks of festivals to get to the Kentucky Derby, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
So, or longer in some cases, or it seems longer anyway. All kidding aside, I would really like to thank everyone for coming out here today. It's proof we believe in the mayor's mantra of continuous improvement. From our free new app to our new Golf e-newsletter, where, Sydney, you can download tips on the golf course to help you navigate the fairways. We've seen you tear some up. To our new Stockyards Bank Pavilion, and not least, our Kentucky Derby Festival, $1 million Stockyards Bank Kentucky Derby Festival hole-in-one contest where only 100 yards separates you from becoming Louisville's newest millionaire. Thanks to Mike Berry, Rip Hatfield, and Mike Shea. Really a round of applause for these guys. You know, you think how far we've come with the Kentucky Derby Festival hole-in-one, from literally the waters rising at River Road at the water company, to a makeshift green, to these heavy wooden things, to pounding stakes for 2 weeks, to what you have here today, which really takes about 2 hours now to get there. This is just really awesome when you think about it. But none of this could happen without a team pushing each other to be better. A quick thanks to Stockyards Bank, Jay Hildebrand, Bob Heck, for making this 3-year dream come true. Thanks to Mike Berry and his KDF board, especially Rip Hatfield and Mike Shea, for bringing this all together. It really could not have happened without their involvement. And none of us would be here if it wasn't for Anna Miller, who is maybe the best event manager in the business, seriously. Yes. No cheers. I'm sorry. It's early yet. Happy hour starts at 6, Kevin told me. Then a special thanks to our Park and Recreation team, our director, Sevi Ghosh. Sevi? And a host of others that are here. I see Jason Canuel, our assistant director, Ben Johnson, who had to step away, and our strong turf division led by Kirk Dolan and Jason Renfro. Where are they? And Steve Meadows, too. Okay, I want to make sure I gave Steve a shout out. He actually started the process right here of building this pad for where the pavilion sits. Once the work started, he said, oh my goodness, I think this thing could sink with as much concrete and steel I-beams that Stockyards put in this. If the golf professional and the pro shop ever goes bad, we can rebuild right here on this spot. We also have a lot of our PGA professionals here today. Where's Kevin Greenwell, our host professional? Oh. He's out working, that's right. We have Craig Hebert, our recent PGA Professional of the Year at Shawnee Golf Course, and our first tee leader. I saw Tommy Betts, who's kind of taken over. Where's Tommy? Tommy's hitting golf balls. Tommy, you're not eligible for that $1 million. I just want to let you know that. Stockyards has real strict rules on that. Golf professionals are not there. But Tommy has really taken ownership. He's a new golf professional after coming in after George Johnson, the long-time PGA professional at Bobby Nichols, passed away. And Tommy has really grasped the whole first tee concept and the junior leader. And the junior tour has been totally revamped under him. And besides, there's a lot of other golf professionals here, I see, and superintendents. We do appreciate everyone coming out. And besides the finals, which will be at hole number 8 next Tuesday, we have family golf weekend coming up on Memorial Day weekend. So after you participate in the hike, bike, paddle, tai-chi, yoga, Zumba, food truck, 5K, pickleball, and play ball event, you can stop by one of our 9 public golf courses and enjoy golf for $25 for a family of up to 4. So And the last shout out really goes to Erica Nelson and her team, John Ryder, Adam Younger, and Metro IT Scott Render. I don't know if Scott is here or not, for the real reason we are here today. That is the news of the day, something I know Mayor Fisher, with his focus on innovation and providing better access to city services, will be exciting to announce. So I'm going to ask Mayor Fisher to come up here and discuss the new Metro Parks and Recreation mobile app. Thank you, Mayor Fisher, for being here.
Thank you, Marty. Okay, what are we today? 8 days and 7 hours about? 8 days and 7 hours away from all of this build up to the Kentucky Derby. And it's amazing to see how our city comes together every year, and it's just a lot of fun. This event is one of those as well, that everybody wants to chase a dream, you know, to get that hole-in-one out there. So it's a fun thing to watch, and it's something, if you're really good or really not so good, you got a shot at it. So it's great to see all the Derby festivities coming together. Mike, to you and your team, you guys are amazing, how you knock this off every year, innovate every year as well, and just bring the community together. 4,000 volunteers with the Kentucky Derby Festival. Last week, we finished our Give a Day week, 180,000 volunteers and acts of compassion last week. So KDF is really strong on that. So thank you, brother. I appreciate that. This contest now is in its 28th year, and there's 2 more days to qualify until somebody has the chance to be this millionaire on Tuesday. So encourage everybody to come on out and take a few swings and see what's happening. So this is our backdrop for kind of a technology and innovation announcement that we have right now, and that's the new Metro Parks and Recreation app, which just made it easier not just only to play golf and get tee times, but also to navigate through entire Metro Parks system. So you can now just you go to the App Store and download it, which I just did on the drive over here. And you got all kind of park news. There's anything you want to know about Metro Parks is on here. So you can also receive push notifications if you want to inform subscribers to any kind of special that we got going on in the parks. For instance, Marty just talked about a special event for families with a reduced cost for tee times or a play round. So you can do that. There'll be other discounts for 9 and 18 hole rounds as well. So that's just one feature of the app, is how to navigate through our great golf system that we have with Metro Parks and Recreation. But it's also lists all of our parks. It's got GPS enabled as well. So if you're in a park and you say, hey, I want something to eat, or where's a restroom, where's the closest trailhead, you can all locate that as well. Yeah, or if you're lost, like Councilman Hollander apparently has been lost a few times before. He said that would be a good app for him to find his way home. Or if you're out with the kids or grandkids, where's the nearest playground? Pull up your app. It'll tell you that as well. And it also has a neat linkage to our social media sites, and then for your ability to upload pictures and kind of brag on our Metro Parks as well. So to get all this, all you have to do is go to the App Store, search Louisville Metro Parks and Recreation, download the app. Naturally, it's free, available both in Apple and Android formats. Then play around with it a little bit and see all the different stuff in here. You can take about an hour or so to navigate through all the features so that you know what you can do for yourself and your family as well. I also want to just give a big shout out to Metro Parks in general. This team's been doing a great job for a long time. We're also a nationally accredited Parks and Recreation agency as well. That is not easy to do. And it takes the leadership of Sevi, who's keeping a real low profile in the background, Marty, who's not keeping such a low profile up here as well, and the entire team. But when you get accredited nationally like this, that means we're amongst the best of the best, obviously. And what it also says about our team at Metro Parks is they want to be measured that way, and they want to understand what the best is in the country. So I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for really doing a great job day in and day out to lead our effort here. A lot of moving parts in Metro Parks, and they're pulling it off every day and doing it elegantly and improving as well. And anytime that we can use technology to make our citizens' lives easier, we're going to do it. Louisville now is known around the country as the most innovative municipal government in the United States, and we're doing that through LouisStat, our continuous improvement efforts, but we're also doing it through Louis Lab and our intentional innovation efforts as well, whether it be partnership we have with CNET on a smart home, smart apartment, Louis Lab, we've co-located improvement and innovation resources there as well, all of our open data work, our best website in the country, all these things. So adding the Metro Parks and Recreation to that to make lives easier for our citizens, why not do it? That's what we're all about. So I just say thank you to everybody for coming out here today, and let's have a great Derby Festival week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mayor Fisher. I noticed on my app, Sevi and John, did you all block me from making tea times during the workday? Bob, I didn't say I was working. I just said during the normal work day. That's so, you know, it's nice. So no matter where you are in the community, whether you're at Mike Lenning's or if you're at Sweet Peaches or if you're at Beer Nose up here, any time of the day or night, you can now make a tea time, which is really, really good. Before I bring up the next speaker, I want to recognize Councilman Bill Hollander, who is Metro District we are in today. Councilman? Councilman Hollander is a big believer in making big improvements, and we've been working with him not only here at Seneca with this, but Story Avenue and a lot of major moving parts that are going on at Story Avenue Park, and we really do appreciate with you and the neighbors making that a reality. So phase one is now complete. To steal a golf metaphor, next up on the tee is a man who needs no real introduction this time of year because he attends 70 of these various events in this 2-week period across our community or longer, as he pointed out. And a big reason Louisville is recognized worldly as a festival city. KDF President, CEO, Chief Cook and Bottle Wash, Mr. Mike Berry.
Thank you, Mayor, Councilman, and Marty. Marty being the voice of the Stockyards Bank Hole-in-One and the voice of a lot of other things. Next 2 weeks, when all this is over, I'm sure I will still hear Marty's voice in my ear. But I'll go through counseling and get over that. Thanks to all of you all for being here in this beautiful facility, and thank you is a word that I need to utter several times today. As you know, we impact neighborhoods in the Kentucky Derby Festival. And Louisville, I'm a Louisville native, and to me, one of the most endearing parts of our city is the neighborhoods. And Derby Festival impacts those. This morning we impacted down the road here at Bowman Field. We impacted Shawnee Park when the balloons landed. We impact neighborhoods as the mini marathon and the marathon will run through town tomorrow. The parade, all of the events of the festival. And I would just say to Councilman Hollander and his compatriots on the Metro Council, thank you for allowing us into your neighborhoods and to being such good partners with the Derby Festival. I would expand that out to Metro Parks. Metro Parks has been a tremendous partner of ours, whether it's bleachers along the parade route or whether it is, again, as I said, surprising them by landing a balloon next to a large mound of dirt in an MSD project in Shawnee Park this morning at about 8 o'clock. They are wonderful partners to have. And speaking of those partnerships, we take March Madness for granted, and we have our own version here of April Madness. It's called the Derby Festival. And to use a metaphor from that, our April Madness also has a sixth man, and the sixth man to all of our events, we love our sponsors and our volunteers, but the sixth man is always Metro government, whether it's LMPD, the Mayor, Chief Conrad, Fire, EMS, all of the agencies of Metro government, or whether it's those neighborhood administrations that we impact as well that I spoke about. They are our sixth man. So Mayor, thank you for that support of the festival. And finally, I would be really remiss if I didn't thank the real reason that we're here, and that is Stockyards Bank. Marty and I were talking before this started. Sometimes if you can't be smart, it pays to be lucky. We are here because we were down by the water tower and the Ohio River was getting out of its banks and the water was raising, and we didn't know what we were going to do. So we shut down, I think it was on a Sunday night, and the water was lapping up as we pulled stuff out, and we moved here to Seneca Park and to Seneca Golf Course. And I laughed. We made the move almost as seamless as the Colts when they fled Baltimore in the middle of the night. And we did that and opened up here, and it ended up being the right place to be. But what really makes this the right place to be today is this wonderful facility, and we say thank you to Stockyards Bank for that. They're not just a partner sponsor of the Derby Festival, they're a partner sponsor of our entire community. So Bob, to you and Jay, thank you to you and all of your associates. Thank you.
Well, it seems odd not to push a button or cut a ribbon, so what do you think? Maybe we should go hit a golf ball in a ceremonial shot? Look, Mike. He said, we contribute hundreds of millions of dollars to this community. Do I really have to do this? All in favor, say aye. Aye. The nays? Sorry. Robert's Rules of Order. We're hitting a golf ball. Come on.
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro government.